Welcome to this introduction to Avalon Life and why we are suggesting you look closely at considering to become a licensed partner. Avalon Life is a mining company and we do cryptocurrencies. If you're not familiar with that, I suggest you do some homework and research to understand where cryptocurrencies are on the market right now and where it's going in the future. Most of you will have heard of Bitcoin, and that is a cryptocurrency. So when Avalon were ready to take this to the market, it was global compliance legal advice to say to enter into all these countries, we become a licensed partnership in a club organization. So we have an annual club membership fee of $960. Now, it is not what they wanted to do, but to be compliant globally, that is what was suggested. So we now have to be a non-profit membership, which means all the monies that are taken in, i.e. our annual membership fee of $960, has to be returned to all members. I need to explain to you right now, this is not a multi-level marketing company. We do not have monthly fees, we do not have orders, we do not have any of those requirements. This is an annual fee once off, and it is returned in the way I'm going to demonstrate as we progress forward. The membership fee includes a tool called Nitro. Nitro, in fact, selects the most profitable coins to be mined, so we don't have to do anything. Crypto is the weekly report, and it gives us the mining results. The Crypt Insider is a market analysis, good for technical information and traders. We are offering the cheapest mining, and there are no additional costs involved. So this is just to let you know, we do have 2 mining plants in Costa Rica, and as you can see, we use geothermal and solar energy. Now, if you don't know these names, and I would particularly suggest you look into dash.org, because that is a company we are working very closely with, and Avalon Life, in fact, is the #1 mining for that company. So a lot of these things that I've got listed here, you will actually learn by just being involved. You will need to open a Bitcoin wallet to pay to Avalon Life for your license, and we also get commissions paid via Bitcoin. So we have a Bitcoin wallet sitting in what we call our back office. If you've not got a Bitcoin an account, just Google Bitcoin wallets, and if you're in the USA, Bitcoin wallets USA, Europe, Africa, Asia. We use Cointree here in Australia, but other major ones are CoinJar, CoinDesk, etc. So that shouldn't be hard for you to find and open an account. Now, as I stated, just know we are not a multi-level marketing company, and it is a shame when people hear the terminology of triple chain and uni-level, they've already switched off and will not allow one to really demonstrate that we use the terminology because it works, but we are not a multi-level marketing company. So in other words, this 960 goes into what we call 2 plans that the company repay us our membership fees. We call one of them the triple chain family matrix, which is a 3x8, in other words, 3 across, 8 levels deep. The unit level plan is unlimited width and 6 levels deep. So if you were to divide the 960 by 2, that makes it $480 for each plan, and it's $40 per month allocated to each plan. So in other words, all licensed partners, that's what's being put into those plans to return our fees. If you don't know and understand what we call DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, again, please Google that, because that is an important criteria to understand, but you don't need to grasp all of this to become a member. It's all done automatically. So as you can see, we have to pay back 100% of all the monies collected. Now, how we do this? Here's the what we call the family matrix. What is important to understand here? This is what we call the 3 by. Now, this is you. This is what we said you had to have 3 on your front line going 8 levels deep. So you've got your 3. That's line 1. This is line 2. This is line 3, line 4, etc. You get how that's going. And we go down 8 levels deep. So you can imagine the kind of number of people. But what is important to remember is this is called a family matrix because this is how this one works. This is yourself. You have brought on John, and we'll call this person Mary, and whoever this one is. Now, John is doing very nicely. He's gone along and he's brought 3 on and he's building his matrix, no problem at all. However, Mary, she's brought a person and it has got no further. So she is now requiring to get this line filled. So what happens is why it's called a family matrix. Yourself, by now you may be on your 4th, your 5th, or your 6th person. What the computer is looking for, it's looking to fill every line going left to right. So you've done your first level. Now we're working on what is your second level. We've already established that John is done very nicely. Mary is here. So your next person, the computer is looking for the gap to fill, will be placed here. And that's how the computer selects going from yourself, building your own organization. However, it could be from further up the tree as well, i.e. myself or others that we call that a spill. Now, if you can understand what the computer's requirements are, left to right, building each person's lines as we go. So what this means is your next person, 5th, 6th, 7th, it doesn't matter. If you continued, the computer will maybe have your 5th person here, your 6th person here, etc. So you can see how this works. In other words, we work this as a team. Now, the uni level, that's different. The uni level is, we said, endless front line and going down 6 levels. So for instance, here's John. John is yours. So John is placed here on your line and John is building nicely and he's doing whatever he's doing. Here's Mary, who may have 2 people here because the family matrix doesn't carry over, only what you personally introduce. So in other words, Mary is there and so are all the others. So if I was to demonstrate here, the difference between the 2 plans is the computer is looking left to right, working it as a team, going down and completing here. So your 5th, 6th, 7th person could be anywhere here. However, there's only one place they will be in this tree, and that is your front line. So if you can imagine the possibilities, bearing in mind we are very early in the life of Avalon Life and the potential here as we grow globally. So I'm going to just show you here how the $40 is working. Now, this is the percentages that we pay on each level. This is $40 by 3 people, making it 120. So 5% of that is $6. On level 2, this is now 9 people. 9 by 40 becomes 360. That's paying you 25. Now, it is important to realize each line as it goes down, if you add it all up, potentially, this is what ideally everyone obviously wants to achieve. So this is how it works. But take note of the percentages here, 10, 20, 35, as we develop this business. So I'm going to now show you some calculation. We have a calculator which is available to all our licensed partners in our group. What we've done is looked at the triple chain, and we've done a simple calculation on if everybody did the three. If everybody introduced three people, this is how it's working. Your 9 there, commission is that percentage, and that's what you're going to earn. So as we go down, we've gone down to 6 levels with 3 people, and that will total, if you add all this up, it totals 4,059.60. Now, ideally, you will keep going down to the 8th level, but we've just taken it down to 6 levels. So how this manifests is, I'll show you. The uni level plan, we have the same scenario. If you did all of these numbers, this is what you're looking at. So number of partners in this example is creating the $40 of 200. 5% of that is 10. Next level, third level, fourth level, etc. This goes down 6 levels deep. Now you'll see there's a huge difference in the income potential here if you were to max out on just doing this scenario of 5 as they've got. However, let me just show you how we've worked the scenario on 3 by 3 for both plans. In other words, everybody going 6 levels deep, we calculated that this is the uni level plan, that you've got your 6 levels here, and remember we go to 8. So if we all did the 3 by 3, you've got your family matrix paying you the 4,000, and now if we add that to the 11, the total is 15,603.60. So that's 3 by 3 going into both plans, taking us 6 levels deep. Now, this is what shows up on a daily basis of incomes earned. We have the number of the person who, we don't have names, we become a number. So this is the number of the person who's earned this commission for this person here. $6 is the CV. Commissionable value is $1. So every time there's anything in the uni level triple chain happening, it gets shown daily on your back office. Now we have the Avalon Life mining packages. Now remember, we are a mining company, and that's why it's important for you to understand that we are suggesting you get your license and you buy a mining package. The mining package, I always encourage people to do the minimum of node 2. This is your mining capacity, and we have nodes 3 and 4 are the most popular, but there is a reason I'm suggesting node 2 upwards. Now, I need to explain here this, what we call the 7-day run, which means here's an extra bonus for anybody that becomes a licensed partner and buys their mining package, which is your nodes, which is what I've got showing here. That means for 1 full year, you get additional mining capacity, and this is the additional mining capacity. Now, this is just going to be extra for 1 year, then you'll revert back to this, and if you don't do it within, this is what you're getting anyway for your mining. Now, the difference is, and this is why I keep stressing to people to understand why we are not a multi-level marketing company. When you buy your mining node and place the order and it's running and paying you daily, it means it's for life. So what we mean by that is, if you can imagine this as a one-off payment, that is going to be increasing in value for you. Now, we did this little bit of exercise. This is what we get in our back office, we call it again. We get the report every week on the mining results, and you can see this is with the nodes, with the nitro package and without. We did an exercise that's a little bit out of date right now, but having said that, let me explain to you how profitable this has been. The returns are based on the 7-day run, which I explained to you is a little bit of additional. As you can see, node 2 is the $800. If you multiply that by 52, you get your price of $766, and the 96% of the 800 is how you are getting this profit for your investment of the 800. Once you buy your node, this means it's going to be ongoing for life. So you cannot get this percentage in any bank anywhere. Node 3 and 4, in fact, this was done a little while ago. All these percentages have actually increased. Having said that, of course, it will vary up and down, but based on these figures taken from the crypto reports in the back office, and it's there for anyone and everyone to see and work out for themselves how we've done that. So the packages do increase in volume as we go for growing your mining. Now here we go. The additional benefits are we get a fast start bonus for each new licensed partner. And if you do 10 or more in a month, that doubles to 100. This is why you will find a lot of multi-level marketers are now looking very seriously at this company because they can see the potential in the income. And I'm sorry, but I just don't know anywhere else that can give you what Avalon Life is offering us all. The 960 includes the mining capacity. We have the opportunity of the 7-day run and all future products that will be offered to you as members to partake in. So the Happy Hash plan is probably the most powerful plan to understand the financial benefits. This is not out of your 960, that's been covered. This plan, in fact, if you have a carbon copy of your uni level, but just remember you're going to go 16 levels deep and you're going to need to be a licensed partner. You must enroll 3 or more, and you must have node 2 or more, which is why I said purchase node 2 upwards, because that qualifies you for all our payment structures that are in place. So why I'm saying this is important, if you can imagine your uni level as it grows and every person in that structure with you, you get paid 1 extra mega hash for every person in your downline, but it is going 16 levels deep. Now, if you can just visualize, we are new, we are growing, and the potential for that is just absolutely amazing. And that, as I say, is another income structure that's in place for us. Now, if you don't want, I personally have never brought on a customer. I've always explained to people why they should consider licensed partners, because the customers pay an extra $10 for their mining, the same packages plus 10%. Nitro is not included. Nitro is the one that selects the best to be mined 24/7. The Crypt Insider is not included. Now, remember I said we are a non-profit organization. So as a customer, if they buy their nodes and then they want to buy the Nitro, and these are one-off costs, this is only done once. However, if you introduce a customer and they buy the Nitro at $4.90, that actually is paid to you. Because remember, the company can't make a profit out of any of this, a membership, because it is a club. It's a non-profit club. So that $4.90 would go to you. Crypt Insider, same thing, would have to go to you. So the commissional value, as I said, is CV is $1 per CV. So all the commissions are paid on that basis. Now, we have gone through pre-launch. We are in soft launch, about to go into launch. For the month of December, those of us that have been in place have been offered the first mining outside of the packages that we've mentioned, and that's called Pura Vida coin. This is going to be going onto the Bittrex exchange in March, and that's when we'll know the true value of the coin. However, the packages offered have been sold, and where are we now? We're on the 16th of December. We had it for the month of December. All but package number 3 is sold. So 1, 2, and 4 have sold out. But having said that, that's how well received we are in the marketplace for that people are starting to understand. Now I'm showing you this visual because you can't read it, but the reason I'm showing it to you is because I'm suggesting you go on and listen to this webinar that was recorded earlier by Mr. Thomas Graff, who's a CFO for the company. If you forward, you can listen to all of it, obviously, but if you fast forward it to where you see that picture that I just showed you, you will see that Thomas is discussing and telling us the future plans and how much of that is going to come into play in the year 2017. I've just highlighted some of the products here that he discusses, and that is, as you can see, a debit card which will include cryptos and fiat currency. We have a cruise that's going to be in October, and those that are part of that will be getting to meet and be around all the top end of the crypto world, basically, including the developer of Bitcoin. Crypto Invest is the green technologies, another opportunity that will be presented to us members. Now, remember, we can't be in everything. However, these are the opportunities of why you need to be a licensed partner to partake in all of these opportunities as they present themselves. We have the exchange with little or no fees he discusses, the founder shares, which again is something that I think many of you could be very interested to learn and understand to represent in your own country, wherever you are. The Avalon Green Earth is an interesting one that's going to be done in conjunction with the government of Costa Rica, and that is going to be early in the new year, and they expect a media coverage for all of that. And as a result of that, many new members joining. It goes on to talk about resorts, micropayments, a legal service available to all of us based in Washington. And rather than going into all of this, you can see we are going to have travel and analysis for traders, because a lot of traders are trading in the cryptocurrencies just as we do on the Forex market. I would like you to pay close attention to a company called Dash, DASH.org, O-R-G. The reason being, it is anticipated Dash is going to be bigger and quicker than Bitcoin was and is. And if that's the case, we are working very closely with them. If we are to believe everything that we are hearing, then this is the most amazing opportunity awaiting all of us, because we have the opportunity to grow in this market of the cryptocurrencies. Now, Amanda B. Johnson does a whole series of short tutorials, I call them, but she's the most incredible young lady to listen to. So if you go dash Amanda B. Johnson and listen to her, you will learn an awful lot about the crypto world, which is obviously important for you to do. Now, I've just put this green logo here because that's my identity. So if you want to connect with me on Skype, please put Avalon Live, because otherwise I'm not going to be accepting. I have to be very careful about that. We are, as I said to you before, we all get a number. That's my particular number. This is the website that we get given by Avalon Live. So that is, if you're interested, you need to get your Bitcoin wallet sorted out. I suggest you add a little bit more after you've decided, if you're being a licensed partner and you decided you want to buy a node, whichever node, and go and open your Bitcoin and finance that, but add a little bit more because of the fluctuation of Bitcoin. But if you want to have more information, I did do a previous webinar covering a little bit more about Avalon Life itself, which I'm happy to send to you if you like, or the one that I've already got up there, which is the one Thomas Graff did. If you go through that, you will learn an awful lot more about Avalon Life and why we are very, very happy to share this opportunity, because we feel we are actually doing you a service, not a disservice, because the transparency is there, the accountability for all our monies in and out is there, and the potential is basically write your own check, as you can see. You don't have to do any of those things. You can just be a customer if that's your choice. But my suggestion is to learn, understand the potential, because this truly is going to be life changing. If everything we hear comes to pass, we are right at the cutting edge of this new technology moving forward. Obviously, there are no guarantees in life, but it's all looking good. We and a few of us have been with pre-launch to date. We've taken monies out, we've tested the whole system, and we know it works. So we are encouraging you to do exactly the same. Feel free to contact me for any more information, do your homework research, and we hope you will join us, and we look forward to all having a very exciting 2017. I think that offers the whole global stage of change. I think we are ready for it, all in place and moving forward globally. There's a lot of good things going to happen in 2017. I'll leave that with you. Think about it. Let me know if I can help you any further. Until then, have a great Christmas and all the best. Bye.